Another new face to the CAA, but certainly a very familiar face to college basketball. And in the state of North Carolina, Buzz Peterson, welcome to the CAA.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Now, have you hit the ground running? We talked to Mo Casera. He said, boy, there was a lot going on. How's your transition been?
Oh, recruit, fundraise, whatever. It's what we've been doing. So I've got a great staff, a lot of energy. But we try to focus on recruiting and getting out there and trying to sell our program. It's an easy sell. Mm-hmm. Easy sell, UNC Wilmington.
Yeah, I know you've lost a lot of players, but you got Tomko back, and I think he's just he's a bundle of energy and a good little basketball player.
He is. The key for Chad, I really believe, is his mental part. If he does make a mistake, things don't go his way, you got to stay positive, and you can't let that, because the younger kids are watching him. And so I've tried to talk to Chad a lot in my office or bring him over to the side, put my arm around and say, Chad, we can live with that. We can live that mistake. Just don't make another one. Let's stay positive and make the next play.
Ahmad Grant, another returning player that's got a little bit of experience that you can use to your advantage.
Yeah, very athletic, can knock down the outside shot, is showing great signs of leadership. And I've been trying to teach these. I mean, you got to have leaders. Seniors got to step up and be leaders. And he's doing a very good job. He did a very good job in the fall for us in our fall program.
Well, tell us a little bit about some of the other kids. I know there a lot of them hadn't had a lot of action at this point.
Keith Riddleman, the kid inside, had a good freshman year last year. Played football in high school. Was about 6'7", long, can rebounds out of position a little bit, goes and gets it. And need to work on that skill level. When we get that, he'll be an all-league player. Matt Wilson is somebody I've been very excited about. The big 7-footer has come along a little bit. We're going to need him to play more than 5 minutes a game. He's very skilled in there. And then the next spot is just by committee, whether it's DeLoach, whether it's Milson, a freshman out of Texas, or Wallace, a transfer. We need somebody to step up. It's going to be an interesting season for our. But we gotta outwork people, and we got to stay positive.
Buzz, you talk about recruiting, and you've got a tremendous amount of experience. We mentioned the first year at UNC Wilmington, but 13th overall, and particularly in that area and in the state of North Carolina. How critical is in-state recruiting for your program?
It's very critical. We want to try to comb the area as much as we can, but there's 16, 17 Division I programs in North Carolina, so the competition is very heavy there. We've looked elsewhere. Sometimes going up north attracts young men to the Wilmington area. So we don't really say we're just going to recruit this area. We try to use our connections all over the place to get the best players.
Well, I can tell you from experience, you got one of the best places to play as far as the home team goes. Because the visitors don't enjoy it very much, but I know those people will definitely be behind you.
We've already had the Midnight Madness. We had probably 3,500 students out there. Had a good several people in the community come out. So that being said, we just got to get out there and play extremely hard for them. Hopefully, some of those wins will come our way.
Charlie, you remember some of those, you're in the middle of winter, and then you come down to a building where it's warm and hot and muggy. Some of those guys don't know how to take that.
I still wake up with cold sweats thinking about some of those games.
I like a warm building. I like to get hot. I like people come to game in shorts and T-shirts and everything. Because I remember as a player in Carmichael, Coach Smith had that heat up, and it was warm.
Buzz, as you looked at the CAA from the outside, what did you see, and what are you now kind of anticipating now that you're on the inside?
Very competitive league, a lot of good coaches, and I'm eager to go through it. Some of these arenas I've never been into. I've heard so much about Drexel and the locker room at Drexel and all this stuff, so I'm excited to go through. A lot of guys I've been assistants with coming up through the years, but you got some coaches that have done a very good job. We're at the other place and the place they are, so it's I know some of those top 6 BCS schools, conferences don't like to come into the CAA and play because they can get beat that on any given night.
Nobody wants to schedule some of these guys.
They don't do that very often.
They don't do it. You got to beg and beg and beg to get a home game from them.
In order to beat those schools, the CAA schools have to go in there.
On the road, that's right.
And they've been pretty successful the last couple of years.
Yeah, and it's I've tried in scheduling so far to talk to people come down to Wilmington and play, and they said, no way. You come here maybe 3 times, and I'll come there once. I said, I'm not going to do that.
Is your schedule conducive for some of these young players? I know the answer to that, but I thought I'd let you tell everybody.
We start out the season 5 games in 12 days, and 2 of those 5 will be in preseason top 10, Florida and Ohio State. And so it's one of those things as a coach, I don't know if I'm going to get sick that day or what. Let my assistant take it, but it's going to be a challenge for us.
When you talk about getting out on the recruiting trail, we're going to visit with Shaka Smart shortly, and I'm sure everybody wants to pat VCU on the back and say, great job of producing some guys for the NBA. He's got to face losing them, but does it help when you can point out and say, look what this conference has produced with guys like Eric Maynor, a lottery pick, and Larry Sanders?
Wear it out. We wear it out to what some guys have gone in the NBA out of the CAA. They want to hear about going to the next level. I always talk about being the director of player personnel for the Bobcats. We looked at a lot of guys in the CAA thinking they could be on the radar sometimes. Mm-hmm. We also talk about, you got 5 major cities that we play in. There's a lot of people going to scout those areas. So this league, the CAA, speaks a lot of volume for its talent.
Well, I know you've won everywhere you've been. I'm sure it's going to happen in Wilmington. It's a great town, and best of luck to you.
Thank you very much, Charlie.
Buzz, great seeing you. That is Buzz Peterson, the new men's head basketball coach at the University of North Carolina at Wilmington.